Oh, hello there. How's it? Ow. How's it going? Ow. I'm fattest man, and that was not a stunt. I actually hurt myself trying to fall there. The pillows there, these pillows are here, so they could, break my fall and not cause me to hurt myself, but I hurt myself again. It's just like the third time I have to record this intro, and all three times I've hurt myself. The reason you may be here is either because this got recommended to you via the funky YouTube algorithm, or because you are waiting for my second theory on my pseudo-analysis on a story written by DeviantArt user Osha 7755. That story being Sumireko's and Mokou's Phoney adventure. It was meant to right? Yeah, I think it was. I think it was title. If it's not, I'm going to put it right here. Okay, do you see it? Okay, that's the title. If it's correct, then you will still see the title. Okay, good. Now you are aware of the title and the fact why I'm doing this. So let's get into the second theory, because there were two theories, one written in text and the second one being this one. Theory time. How old is Mokou again? Like 1,000 years old? Yeah, good. You know what happened 500 years ago? Exactly. The fall of the Byzantine Empire and Constantinople due to the Ottoman Turks, also known as the Ottoman Empire. And as we know, Mokou is 1,000 years old, as I mentioned. Thereby, she could have perfectly been in Constantinople while it was collapsing. Is there any factual proof of this? Not really. But I mean, it's fun to speculate, and this is what we're doing in here. Making theories, because I have nothing better to do with my life. And what could have Mokou been doing in Constantinople while it was collapsing 500 years ago? Simple. Selling kebabs. Why kebabs, exactly? Well, she claims to run a yakitori stand. Yakitori is a street food. Kebabs can be considered street food. So, she could have been practicing to run her own yakitori stand by selling kebabs first in the Ottoman Empire while the Byzantine Empire was collapsing. This is definitely something that could have happened. There's a teeny tiny minuscule chance of this happening, but it's a chance after all, so as long as it's not a 0% chance, then it can happen. And what happens when I take a look at this history book and I go to the page where it talks about the Ottoman Empire? Oh, would you look at that? It contains a paper saying Osha 27755. How curious. And in the same page where I found this convenient paper, I find the word conquistó. And conquistó means conquered. And what happened to Sumireko's and Mokou's minds in the phone booth story? Exactly, their minds were conquered by the hypnotic effect of the phone booth. It's I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, that happened. And how big of a coincidence can it be that I found this convenient paper saying the username of Osha in the same page where it says the word conquered in Spanish? I don't know if you can see it, if it's not too blurry. Conquistó. I rest my case. Come again? You want more evidence? Alright. So, well, you know what else is related to Turkey and food? Exactly, croissants. Why croissants, you may be asking me? Very, very simple, my friend. The Austrians made the croissant, and they made the croissant because they kicked the Ottomans' arse, because the Ottomans were trying to get into Europe, but the Austrians were like, nah, you didn't say the magic word. And so they kicked their arses, and to commemorate the defeat of the Ottomans, some Austrian bakers decided to make a bread to mock the Ottomans, and this bread was a croissant. As you can tell, the croissant is in the form of a crescent moon, and the crescent moon is a symbol of Islam. And what was the religion of the Ottoman Empire? Islam. All of them were Muslims, and the bread was just to mock them for being Muslims and being defeated. And you know what else is related to the moon? Mexico. Why Mexico? Well, because Mexico, the name comes from Mexico, and Mexico was the name of the Aztec Empire in Nahuatl. They were called the Mexicas. and their cities were called Mexico Tal. For example, their capital city, Mexico Tenochtitlan. And Mexico, and by extension Mexica, means in the belly of the moon, because the Mexicas thought their empire was in the middle of the world, was in the center of the world. They were the center of everything. And what other country do we know of to be named after their people thinking of them being the center of something? China. China in Chinese means center country, because they were the civilized ones. They thought of themselves to be the most civilized country, and they civilized the barbarians around them. And what Toho character do we know of to be Chinese? Hong Bloody Mei-ling. And Hong Mei-ling is featured in the profile picture of DeviantArt user Osha 27755. I rest my case again. Sorry, paper, I didn't mean to throw here. So, my case has been rested twice. What's that again? You need more evidence? You really need more evidence? Okay. If we take a look at this paper saying Osha 27755 and we open it, you know what we get? We get pi. And pi, it's a mathematical concept. Mathematics, abbreviated, are known as maths. And maths is a term used for the shortened version of mathematics in the United Kingdom. And who do we know of to be from the United Kingdom? Exactly, some human being 9. Some human being 9, also known as Spider, and Emilio usually have Toho 7 point competitions. And in Toho 7, there is the first appearance of the Toho character Chen. Chen means orange in Japanese. Orange is a character in Toho 4, and orange resembles Hong Mei-ling. And as stated in my previous point, who is the character featured in Osha 27755's profile picture? Hong Mei-ling. So again, that's all of my evidence to back up my theory that Osha 27755 is responsible. Both theories point at him, but they do it in very absurd and different ways. And that's it. That's my theory, and there's no more evidence to support it. Except for, if we take a look at the description of the spirals in Mokou's and Sumireko's eyes, we can see that they're red. And you know what else is red? My red star. The star of my hat. And my hat, and by consequence, the red star tends to be associated with communism and socialism. And which country do we know of to be, socialist, or claims to be? China. And what symbol is featured in the Chinese flag? A yellow star. And what Toho character do we know of to have a yellow star on their hat? Come on everyone, say it with me. Hong Mei-ling. As I've said 3 times already, she's featured in Osha 27755's profile picture. Thereby, all of this evidence points at him being responsible. If we use both theories, yes, he's responsible of this. And there was no other person who could have been responsible for it. But hey, that's just a theory. A farthest theory. Thanks for watching.